Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back. Today, we're going to learn how to write the lowercase o. Like the A, the D, and the G, O is a down curved letter. Get yourself prepared by having either a blank piece of paper and a pen or a whiteboard and a marker like I have. You'll also need a piece of blank lined cursive paper like this so that you can practice your letters and joinings before you move on to your assignment. So a lowercase o has a little hook on the end, just like a W. If you can make an A, a D, and a G, you can make an O. Down, curve, and around. Give it a hook. That's it. That's all there is to it. Down, curve, all the way around. Give it a hook. Down, curve, and around. Hook. Down, curve, and around. Hook. Down, curve, and around. Hook. Now remember, boys and girls, just like we've been practicing, it's helpful to practice in the air with your finger first. Give it a hook. And on the surface that you're writing on with the tip of your finger. Down, curve, and around. Give it a hook. And of course, saying the words of the strokes will also help your brain remember the shape. That's all there is to a letter O. Let me show you some O connections. Just like connecting other down curve letters, down curve to down curve letters are a little tricky. So watch O-D. Down, curve, and around. Give it a hook. Down, curve, and around to the top line, slant, undercurve. That's O-D. Here's O-A. The word boat has O-A in it. Down, curve, and around. Give it a hook. Down, curve, and around for the A. There's O-A. Here's O-T. It looks funny. O. Down, curve, and around. Give it a hook. That's the undercurve for the T. And don't forget to cross your T's. O-T. Here's O-R. There's the hook. Now watch. That's the undercurve, first part of the R. Slant down, and then another undercurve, O-R. This one's tricky. Make sure you practice this one a few times. Let me show you a three-letter joining next. Here's O, down, curve it around, give it a hook. L, L. So there's some joinings. Practice the down curve to down curve ones a lot. What Mrs. D usually does is I get my pen ready by making my undercurve a little bit bigger. Watch again. Here's O. There's the hook. And then watch what I do with my pen. I kind of start to make that curve already and then go down, curve, and around. That really helps. Practice that a lot, boys and girls. When you're ready, you can move on to line paper. I have a piece right here. Remembering that when you're on line paper, you now want to pay attention to the 4 keys of really legible cursive. The size of your letter, which the lines help you with, the shape of your letters, your spacing, and your slant. If you're a righty, you slant this way. If you're a lefty, you slant your paper this way. That helps you with the slant. Let's just practice O by itself so you can look and see what it looks like on the lines. I've zoomed in a lot so you can really see. Down, curve, and around, give it a hook. 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 There it is. Now I want you to fill up the whole line and maybe several on the page, but in the interest of time, I've only done a few. When you're done with a row, I want you to look really carefully at your O's and circle your best one. My best size, shape, and slant, I think is my first one right here. I'm going to just circle that one right there. Let's show you some more joinings now on line paper. I want to show you a really tricky one. O-S, and you're going to know why it's tricky in a minute. Here's my O, down, curving around. Give it a hook. Straight down, gets a belly, and a tail. Now, you'll notice that this S is open on the inside. This is a tricky connection to make, and I want to show you why it's open. When you normally write an S, you start at the bottom line with an undercurve, straight down, you give it a belly, and you give it a tail. If you remember, I always think it kind of looks like a bird sitting on a branch there. This is a regular S. Because the O ends up at the midline, it's not closed in anymore when you connect it to other letters. So you're going to have to practice that quite a bit. Let me show you again. Down, curve, and around. You give it a hook. That's your first part of the S. And since it didn't start at the bottom line, it doesn't connect. Give it a belly that stops about here, and then a tail. Down, curve, and around. Give it a hook. Then straight down for the S. Give it that belly, and give it that tail. It doesn't come all the way up here. If you did it that way, it wouldn't look like an S anymore. Watch. It would look like this. And that looks weird. So don't do that. This is what your OS looks like. Let me show you again. Down, curve, and around. Give it a hook. There's the first part of my S, and there's the second part of my S. This one I don't even like. That's not so good. Down, curve, and around. Give it a hook. Straight down for the S, belly, tail. That's better. Okay, so practice that OS. That's a tricky connection. I can't think of any other two-letter connections that look like that off the top of my head, and there might be one. Maybe we'll come to another one. But right now, you can practice that OS connection quite a few times. Let me show you a few more before I show you some words. That one should be easy enough to read. And here's a good one. So we've got OB, OA, OG, and OP. I think I like this two-letter connection the best. Let me show you some very common mistakes kids make with O. And most of the mistakes I'm going to show you right now, they have to do with connections and spacing between letters and not the letter itself. I think O is pretty straightforward. In fact, it looks very much like a regular print O. Here's what you want to avoid. Here's O, A. And here's a mistake. So when you look at the difference between those two letters, I think you'll see what the mistake is. If you said spacing, you're right. There's no spacing at all between this O and A. And that's where kids make mistakes sometimes. They forget that little hook. Down, curve, and around, give it a hook. Down, curve, and around, give it a hook. So be very careful of this mistake. Make sure your O has a hook that then connects to other letters. I'll write a few words before I set you off on your way to practice. And you know so many letters now, you can start to actually string more than one word together. I'm going to write 2 words that would go in a sentence together with O's in both. Now there's our first little phrase. Other boats float. You try it. There's an O. That's our new letter of the day in each of those words. And this little phrase, boys and girls, has lots of great connections for you to practice on your own. Good luck. And as always, take pictures of your cursive. We love to see your progress. See you next time.